Additionally, me and my family are not asking for anyone for money in any way, shape, or form. We would actually decline anybody to pay our bills. What we want and believe is just is that someone in the government gives us papers that we do not owe any of our hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt that happened to us because we had to close down during COVID. Nobody cares that no company, no renters, no any financial institution cares or acts as if COVID ever happened. They are all pretending it never happened, and they want us to say that it's our fault. It's not our fault. It's the government's fault. It was the government shutdown. The government didn't give anybody help, and I do not believe it's fair. It's not fair that my parents being older and we are in this situation where not only we closed businesses, we have other financial hardships that I'm not going to speak about, but also not only that, now we have hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. And how can somebody explain to me how you guys assume we are supposed to pay these things, especially, jobs are not just flying around, but in general, we should not have to pay for any of our debt because we were screwed up and sued left and right, just from not being able to pay back loans and all of that. We've been through I don't know. It almost feels surreal for what we've been through. So I need somebody, whether it's somebody in the news, someone who's in the government, or somebody who's in the presidential campaign. I will be posting this, and I'll be tagging every one of y'all until you give me attention that I deserve on this, because this is not a matter that needs to keep going on, and this is not a matter that needs to be ignored and that we need to sit here and figure it out ourselves. What happened to us was a satanic ritualistic attack. What happened to us is unfair, unjust, and somebody needs to answer for it and give us papers saying we owe none of it, because it's not our fault. This happened to us during COVID, and we had a lot of other stuff happen to us. Like I said, I'm not going to speak about here. So like I said, I'm going to be tagging this because I need some kind of, like I said, either news attention or government attention or presidential attention, because this cannot keep going on the way that it has. Thank you. I am calling for help for our financial situation of what happened to us financially during COVID in 2020, when we were closed as a non-essential business, and we had other financial hardships that I will not be speaking about here. But we are financially, we suffered a lot financially, and we have a lot of huge debts that we do not feel is fair or just, and it is not fair or just, because we only have those bills and we are in that financial situation with all our debts of hundreds of thousands of dollars because of what you guys all did during COVID. And I'm calling for help from any news network, from any government authority, from any government system, or from any side of either this president or anyone in the presidential system. Anyone, I will keep posting this video until I get some kind of attention. Like I said, what has happened to our family is, I do not think it's just happened to us. I'm sure it happened to many people. I am not sure, how many people would be willing to go on camera and speak about it. However, I just want to say what happened to us was hideous, satanic, disgusting, and downright just, it's not fair, and we should not be responsible for the things that happened to us during COVID, when there was a government shutdown mandatory on our business, and now we are not only we're closed, but we are now left with debt, and we are, my parents are not like, in their 20s and 30s. They are in the older side. So I'm going to keep posting this video until I have some kind of attention or alert for what happened, because I'm not going to keep quiet, and I will get attention at some point. And like I said, I'm calling for attention either from the news or somebody in the government. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. Someone in the news, someone in the government, or the president, or someone in the presidential team. I will tag people, and I'll post this video every single day until I get some kind of attention, because it is not fair what happened to us. We should not have this bill, all these bills, and all this debt, and